week's episode.
I'll fly when I'm dead.
Welcome to this week's Overkill. Yeah, we have to do it ourselves now. Declan's not going to be working on it for the next couple weeks, so any sound effect?
Well, that's cool. Well, it's not Baron von Flanagan, so we don't really need sound effects.
That's true.
And cute. And damn, that was a great. I don't know, what was that? What was that supposed to be? That was thunder. Okay. Like the human beatbox. Move over.
What was that name of the guy? In
Michael Winslow. Like, fuck off, Winslow. There's a new kid in town.
That's a robot.
Before we get into Overkill, though, I wanted to talk about work etiquette.
Oh boy, is that why Git'em's here?
Yeah, he can only stay again. He's got dinner date again. I mean,
the same person?
The missus has got him fucking wrapped around her finger. But
this is a miss. I thought you said this is some dude you eat dinner with.
It's a girl.
It's a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, you get any?
Well, when she's hungry and she's tied up in a basement, I mean, it's actually kind of nice of him.
Fighting rats with surf taco leftovers that he throws down the stairs.
Full price, bitch. Eat it all.
Yeah, Git'em also, for listeners who don't know what that joke means, Git'em's complaining every day that he doesn't get a discount at Surf Taco.
Even though I walk in and they know my order already.
But nobody from Secret Stash should get a discount there. If they do give it, it's just out of the kindness of their heart. You shouldn't expect it.
Well, the one girl told me I do get one because I'm an employee here.
Well, why? Why should they give anybody a break because they work in town?
Yeah, you want to get free shit? Just
no, I'm not free. It's like 10% off.
And you know what the great irony is that I don't work here. Every time I go over, I get it. But you have to foster a relationship. You can't show up one day and just be like, hey, I'm next door. Money off.
No,
like, I've known that girl for 2 years now.
But like I said, I walked in today. As soon as I walked up, they're like, okay, chicken taco and melted cheese. And I was like, yeah. So they know my order.
Right. I don't know if that necessarily translates to let's give him money off.
But one of them said, oh, you work at the stash. And I was like,
One
yeah.
of them did. This person you went to doesn't know you work here.
Do you agree that may sound a little entitled? Okay.
A little?
Okay, well, if that sounds a little, wait till you fucking get a load of this.
Oh.
Q, when you started working at the firehouse, if the chief, it's the fire chief, is that what he's called, the head man?
There's several chiefs, but yeah.
He was like, hey, buddy, I see you're good with the music and the computer.
Right.
Can you hook up my computer so I could play some music at the firehouse at the, what's it called?
Yeah, I would do it.
Okay. And while you were doing it, would you, and this is his own personal library, would you infect his library with your own bullshit music without asking?
Of course not. That's very absurd.
Are you meaning to tell me, after you built a playlist with fucking 100 fucking versions of Uncle Salty, this guy has the audacity to come in and be like, all right, now I'm going to put some of my tunes in there.
Yes. I fucking walk in, I see recently added, I see some nonsense, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Now, did the nonsense come from your library or?
No, it's not. It's his own. It's something that he put on of his own music. He's putting into my library. I don't know how he got it on, but like, it's so fucking.
He set up family sharing.
It's really ballsy, isn't it?
That's ballsy.
I told him, I was like, I wasn't fucking around. I go, why the fuck wouldn't you at least ask first?
That's the perfect question. Like, and. I mean, answer it.
Well, no,
Can I answer for him? Can I answer for you? Honestly, in the defense of him, you are...
Trial by fire.
Yeah.
Ants. It's all right. We didn't know what was happening tonight, but Q, you're the defense lawyer.
I am.
But you're going to defend this fuck.
Good on
this
you.
This cocksucker.
I am.
You're going to defend him.
You're tainting the jury.
Because you have hired... Listen, good for you, and I hope you get a tax break. But you've hired... You've hired a special needs person. The guy has Asperger's, and that is all about social norms. You can't bask in the glory of hiring a special needs person,
a subhuman.
And then when the exact what's the word I'm looking for?
When the
symptom of what they have is a lack of social abilities. like he's doing what he does, you know? In fact, I'd say it's your job to guide him in a kind and loving way.
Well, does it have to be kind of loving? Because I'm guiding. I am guiding. But I don't know if some may call it kind of loving.
Well, no, here's what I did.
Yeah, okay.
There's the stash mix. Walt made the playlist.
No. We don't care about that. Stop referring to a week's worth of music if you listen to it from beginning to end.
And that's your
and
library.
You just infected it.
No, I did.
With a
your virus,
that's called shit music that I don't want on there.
What I did was I created a separate playlist.
No, it's not a separate playlist.
It was a separate playlist. It's called Git'em Jams.
But it's called on the recently added
Git'em Jams?
But no.
What's on Git'em Jams?
What I did was I first went through Walt's library, got stuff like the Tron soundtrack. He has 8 CDs worth of theme songs.
A playlist off of what I have already.
Okay, but what did you add?
I added a couple cartoon theme songs.
Like what?
Bionic 6, DuckTales.
Right. So far, I'm on the side.
Just like maybe 10 or 15.
You know what? And here's where I'm guiding him now.
Okay.
All that takes
Take that shit off.
a simple text. Hey, boss. I'm thinking about adding a couple of songs that you don't already have in your massive, awesome library.
Right.
I
agree.
You thinking this would be okay? I'd be like, cool, bro, whatever you want to do.
Right.
But then, don't shock me and fucking blindside me when I walk in on Monday, and I go to put on my music, and I see sitting in my face like insulting me, basically.
But it wasn't. It was.
In front
It's
of
only. It's only on that one little playlist.
How much can Mike respect you now? Like next thing you know, Mike's making playlists.
And Sunday Jeff had added music on Sunday.
Music which I asked him to add.
Oh, okay.
Music that I
Fair
had
point.
music that we had a conversation about, and it's like, hey man, you happen to have this CD? I do. Could you be a good friend and add that to my library? Absolutely.
Well, you didn't have. You had him on a flash
with
drive.
Absolutely no fucking permission, with absolutely no reason to be involved, even touching that fucking music.
Yeah. Can you be a good friend and a respectable employee and add this to my music?
Can't stop directing traffic, bro. You just can't stop.
That's an example of doing karate while directing traffic. It's the same exact thing, but just a different way of doing it, though. Don't you get it?
I do get it, but I thought I was okay segregating it to that one playlist.
But don't you understand? It's it's a recently added album. When I go to my recently added, when I want to go check out what Jeff added to it, it's there before what Jeff added.
Because it added on to another unknown album.
Okay.
And you're like, Jeff would never do this. I got to get to the bottom of it.
No, actually, I was like, why the fuck would Jeff do this? Because I couldn't believe a guy who fucking barely just started working here would have
Right.
the fucking.
That was the last thought of mine.
Yeah, but then you reward him by giving him a key to the store. You're not doing. You're doing negative reinforcement.
Or you're rewarding yourself by giving him a key to the store.
Yes, because now I can come in. He can listen to his Git'em Jams until I get here at 11:30.
I thought by being employee of the month, I was.
Well, you know what? For every step you take towards achieving Employee of the Month, you take 2 steps back with shit like this.
What's your special parking place as far away from that dumpster as possible?
But everyone's free.
All right, so you're siding on it's not a faux pas like I thought it was.
I understand your annoyance and you're entitled to it, but I do think that given what we know about the way Git'em's mind work, it's not a surprise. So I wouldn't get upset.
I wasn't upset. I was annoyed.
It's like if he hired me and I showed up late consistently.
Or
or maybe not at all. Yeah. It's like, what'd you think you were going to get?
Right.
Really? But that right there is carte blanche for him to just do whatever the fuck he wants.
No, he has to learn from his behavior. He's an intelligent guy. He can't fucking just say he doesn't know what he's doing all the time.
So he knows now.
Right.
Not to add any more playlists without being like, excuse me, boss.
Well,
any chance I could put on a few of my musical tunes?
I gotta make water, boss.
You don't have to ask me every time.
Oh, I didn't think so, but now it does.
That's pretty harsh. Certainly,
Did you learn from this, Git'em?
Yes.
What did you learn?
I learned to ask Walt permission before I had anything.
But it
I'll be
shouldn't
publicly
just be
shamed.
about the music, though. It shouldn't just be about the music. It should be anything that falls under this umbrella.
yeah, like,
Because I set up this computer and I customized it for the store, so
Is he boasting a bit?
He's really like adding on the butter and the fucking whatever else you put on.
The jelly?
Yeah, on this one. He fucking plugged some fucking cords into a fucking computer.
Yeah.
And he keeps talking like he fucking
like-
built it, like it was fucking Bill Gates's
It's now on his resume.
illegitimate fucked up son.
It's now on his resume like Git'em IT advisor.
The stash.
Legitimate fuck up son.
Daddy, can I come out of the basement and make a playlist? No, stay down there, Git'em.
Oh man, fucking Mark's death is still still like
Reverberating.
thank you, get it reverberating. Oh man,
But like these things never came up with anybody until you started working here.
You know what? I mean, look, I'm not defending him, but Git'em has a well-known case of ADD. And
He does?
Yes.
ADD, you have to?
ADHD. Yeah.
What is it called?
ADHD.
He has
High,
ADHD.
it's like even a higher dosage
it's-
than normal?
No,
No,
it's
it's attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder.
on top of the
right.
Autism.
the
It was like
Asperger's.
high def ADD or something. Like,
it's the next level up of ADD. Yeah, like I don't have the hyperactivity clearly, but he does. He's like a step above where, like that kind of shit. Like the thought occurs to him to do it, and that's it. It doesn't occur to him like, oh, I should ask Walts or maybe even Mike.
Well, and also to be fair, everybody else usually streams to the wireless network over their phones. I don't have.
I never get my turn.
No. I don't have a phone I can do that with. It doesn't.
it took Mike years to get some of his own selected music on the
In all
fucking-
fairness, it took you years to figure out a playlist.
You don't have an iPod that you could.
I
hook in?
have an iPhone, but there's not enough space on it to download music.
You know what? I have
don't have it
an
associated
extra. I have an extra iPod.
Oh, okay.
If I give that to you, would you be able to
Is
plug
it,
that in?
it would have to be plugged in with a wire though. An iPod is not.
Yeah,
wireless.
that's-
No,
what I'm
an iPod can do AirPlay.
No. An old physical
this one.
iPod.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Could you plug it in?
Should be
I
able
tried to
yeah.
plug in mine. It didn't work. This new system that's going on for the AirPlay, it would only recognize like certain songs on my iPod, so something's not right.
Well, I'll bring it anyway. If you could use it, put your own list on there and do it that way.
Okay.
What's on your iPod that's taking up or your iPhone that's taking up some
Probably a
room?
fucking 5 megabyte one, but
No, it's 16, but it's a lot of photos. A lot of photos and apps.
Why don't you just upload them to?
Cloud.
Because since it's not my phone, it was from the Lost and Found, I can't hook it up to an iCloud.
why not?
Because it's still registered to the other.
To the rightful owner.
Just blank it.
Then I'd lose everything that's on it. I don't have it synced to a computer yet.
Why don't you sync it to this fucking supercomputer fucking Hal you just fucking
I'm not
built?
afraid to.
Yeah, I don't want his photos on that computer.
You don't have a
knows?
computer at home?
Who knows?
I do. It doesn't have the biggest hard drive.
He should not be taking up any of the space
No,
on
you
that
should
computer.
not. I agree.
Yeah, that's the next step. He'll be taking up space on your computer. You're
I'm
right.
just gonna store this here. You have plenty of space.
What about an iPad?
Next thing you know, the fucking SWAT team is knocking your door down.
I might have an extra iPad that you could
okay.
use. I'll look into it.
He needs one.
Yeah, I'm going to get you one. I
He
think
needs
I
an
have
iPad.
one. I
like,
have
for
one.
work purposes. It's crazy. The hoops that I like.
Yeah.
The thing. I can't do that because
All right, it's an iPad
I have a
mini.
camera from 1949 that needs to be charged, and like the constant
It's a camera
excuses.
that needs batteries.
I got you
They don't
covered,
make the
bro.
charger anymore.
Yes, yes, and I don't have a wire because
No,
I found it.
The camera has what's called an iFi card. When you take a photo, it streams it over the Wi-Fi into the computer automatically.
Will an iPad mini solve these problems?
It would be very helpful. Although you know what, with him though,
Yeah.
he creates his own problems because it's not the way he does it. It's not the way
Okay.
I want to do it, so it's a problem. I want to do it with my camera that fucking Bill
Right.
Kodak created. You know that you know.
It was discovered at an archaeological dig at the Collingswood auction.
For me, versus typing on an iPad, it's
Yeah.
easier
Oh
to
yes,
type
and
on full keyboard.
yes, and also an iPad means he might have a recurrence of carpal tunnel syndrome.
Oh my God.
Well, it's an
That's what he's
iPad
called.
mini,
These are
bro.
things that you're dealing with, like on day one, where I'm like, oh boy.